are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym in the Crypto, episode 1267. Today is Monday, December 16, 2024, and I'm King here to bridge the gap between the community and crypto every day, Monday through Friday at 10ish. And today's top stories is not many, actually, and today will be a short show because will be running around Hollywood duty calls. But Bitcoin may pump and rotate back if U.S. Strategic Reserve gets approved. Crypto products record 10th consecutive week of inflows at $3.2 billion. And Arizona man allegedly posed as Uber driver to steal $300K in cryptos being reported. But first and foremost, of course, let's go ahead and take a quick look at these prices on the day. And of course, Bitcoin is doing better than great, amazing. We hit another all-time high. I mean, again, we're going to be saying that for the next year, $105,809 up. 2.93% for Bitcoin. Ethereum's at $3,925, up 0.78%. I would expect Ethereum to start to cross over that 4K mark by the end of this week if Bitcoin can hold this 105, 106K mark. Number 4, Ripple at $2.37, down 2.23%. Number 6, BNB, $712, down 0.77%. Number 9, Cardano at $1.06, down 2.23%. And number 10, Tron at 27 cents, down 2.01%. Fear and greed index is at 80. Bitcoin dominance actually just boosted from this morning. It was actually lower than this morning. It's like at 55 point something. It's now at a 56.51% as it continues to pump. Ethereum dominance has slid again, of course, as Bitcoin pumps to a 12.84%. And those are your prices on the day. Amazing, amazing market is looking alive and well and super healthy. We can't be mad at that. And with that being said, let me go ahead and give a few quick shout outs before we get this show rolling. Jake Fever, Ty Maden, Saber Save, Satoshi Slum, Outlaw Precision Painting, Jasmine B, Super Mario 11. Yeah, this was a 7 a.m. ish. Oh, did I say 10 a.m.? I might have. It's 7 a.m. ish is right. Monique Michelle. Maybe YouTube stop shadow banning us. No, they're not. They're not. It's official. That's why I got another channel in the background. More announcements tonight. No worries. Dino ID, what's going on? Janine Hayes, Humney, good morning, good morning, good morning. Like I said, really short show. I scoured the interweb for news. There isn't that much news going on. Bitcoin's pumping. All is well. If you remember, a lot of the news articles came from FUD. Everybody talking about how fake this market was and how it's going to die and everybody's idiots. Now that everyone's been proven wrong, there's like pin drops, right? Silence. So all we're doing right now is taking more and more victory laps on a weekly basis. That is until the retracement when people can come back out and run their videos and their content about, see, I told you so's. We knew this project wouldn't last and it would die. And it's like, yeah, but it was at 110,000 when it happened. Bitcoin may pump and rotate back if U.S. Strategic Reserve gets approved. I've already kind of talked about this in detail. So, what came first, a chicken or egg, King or Cointelegraph, right? But they decided to write about it. So, hey, I saw the headline. I was like, it's worth exploring again as we talk about what lengths we can go to, what highs we can go to before we see a retracement. But a crypto analyst warns that Bitcoin's price could face volatility if the highly anticipated United States Bitcoin Reserve bill gets passed. And you know what? I'll be honest. I see volatility as healthy volatility, as we just pump so much, there has to be a retracement. But if the U.S. Strategic Reserve gets passed, if Bitcoin's become the U.S. Reserve, I actually do not think it'll have a crazy dip or a lot of volatility going down. I think it would be a straight line up that we've been waiting for. I'm talking 200K, 150K to 450K, 600, 700K. And then we might see like an 80, 90, 100K dip. But even then, it would be like going from 600 to 450 if this were to happen. I think it'll go crazy. Because again, this is setting the standard for the entire planet by saying, all right, not only is gold not doing it anymore since we haven't been backed by gold in forever, but now the US dollar isn't even the top shop anymore. It's officially Bitcoin. Other nations are going to go crazy about this. But again, crypto analyst has warned that if approved, Senator Loomis' proposal for the United States government to acquire 5% of Bitcoin supply could cause increased price volatility in the short term. I expect it to be pretty volatile, especially if the strategic Bitcoin reserve gets approved. I think Bitcoin will pump, then probably rotate back. Collective Shift founder and CEO Ben Simpson told Cointelegraph. Again, that's obvious news. It will always pump and kind of retrace back. That's just any type of healthy market does that. So that in of itself isn't news. But he's saying, they're thinking Bitcoin dominance might fall. It might not be as powerful in all this volatility. I don't know. I don't see that happening. again, once the US says this is a reserve, first, you're talking about the federal government doing it. Then you have each individual state that can afford to do it. We've already seen some states look at it on its own, but now you have states like Alabama, Texas. I know California is interested. Detroit's talking about. So now you actually have states and cities saying, "Hey, we want to do our own thing too to go along with this." So that in of itself is going to be the hyper Bitcoinization. Not to mention other competing governments going to say, "Oh, this is what it is." Like have to catch up. We can't let the U.S. hold all the Bitcoin and have this a repeat of what we've seen before. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it actually just go straight up and revitalize Bitcoin. I mean, we might see Bitcoin dominance go to like 70%, 80% before we see alt season, if that were to happen. So again, either way, this is all good for the market, but I don't think Bitcoin will be as volatile if it becomes a reserve. If anything, if we keep teasing the reserve, it could become volatile because then you have, well, we make announcements on this date. That date comes. There's no announcements. There's no reserve. People get frustrated. They start to whatever. But all in all, like I think a lot of volatility until the next big pump for Bitcoin. Again, 120, 140 is out. It's clear the sellers who wanted to sell have already sold, and the people here holding are here holding, and the people on the sidelines are on the sidelines. So I don't actually think it'll be that much volatility outside of course, the institutions, which segues, is that even a word? Segues, which segues me into my next story, which is crypto products record 10th consecutive week of inflows at $3.2 billion. This is a thing that can cause volatility in the market, and that's institutions working together, which is what I consider market manipulation. Of course, the government isn't, they're not saying anything, but if they were to work together and say, like I've already said they've been doing, hey, we're going to do our ETF option products this day. Hey, we're going to sell out of them this day. Hey, we're going to go into the futures market this day. Hey, we're going to long and short the market this day. If they all work together, they can cause volatility, but that would almost be like man-made volatility. It wouldn't really be market volatility as a whole. It would be probably about 15 to what's becoming 18 to 20% of the market at this rate. But this would be, I think, market volatility coming from actual institutions, the same way they played with the housing market. I mean, that's all that's going on here is a new market for them to play with, derivative it out, manipulate it out. And once it's tired and overworked, then we'll go into a depression and we'll rinse, wash, repeat with the next thing, right? So this is crypto ETPs. They've recorded $20.3 billion of inflows during the last past 10 weeks, accounting for 45% of all inflows in 2024. Again, they account for 45% of all inflows in 2024 these past 10 weeks. People, this is what I mean. They're intentionally pumping this thing. They wanted to pump. And again, I hope is real to whereas they don't plan on selling anytime soon or leaving the market or doing any type of tricks on the back end. If it's real, this thing is going up, up, and away we go. A fifth of that link in a bag of dro. Okay. If you know, shout out to Uncle 40 Water. All right. This thing is going out of there. It says cryptocurrency investors have not halted their purchasing spree as Bitcoin set new highs and crypto investment products hit their 10th consecutive week of inflows. Digital asset investment products saw another $3.2 billion of inflows in the trading week of December 9th to 13th. Crypto investment firm CoinShares reported in its latest weekly flows report on Monday, December 16th, which is today. And this explains something I've been talking about the last couple of weeks, which is they do, I think, control anywhere up to 10 to 15% of the market right now, sway volatility. That is them being the institutions, the BlackRocks of the world, the MicroStrategies. And to me, this goes to show, if you remember a month or two ago, I was already saying, hey, when we start to get these reports at the end of the week, we can start seeing by Monday the market actually realize it, since most United States companies are closing the weekend. We're seeing that again. I didn't know this happened this past week, whatever. They're having one of their greatest weeks past week. Of course, we wake up today, Monday morning, last night, Sunday afternoons, Sunday evening, $106,000 Bitcoin, $105,000 Bitcoin. This is the institution. So again, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I know kind of the settlement for tax season, fiscal year is already over for a lot of companies, so they could be segueing into next year. Some could still be trying to get some stuff off the books by the end of the year, but it wouldn't surprise me if, again, there's a big shift to where we see these institutions say, you know, this is our slowest 2 weeks in the last month or whatever, but in reality, they're actually just rebalancing all that capital again to another portfolio. And then we'll see Bitcoin possibly go from that $105,000, $106,000 mark It's like 97, 98, 101, 102. But it still be in like a safe space or whatever. So that is the good thing. S1 Dub said new all-time high during the stream. Maybe, hey, it won't be long enough. I'm about to call it a day already, but we shall see. Is this bull market the best chance to get life-changing bag? I would say yes. I think this bull market may be the best chance. However, to be fair, I mean, as on steroids that this market is going to be, think about the next happening. Now everybody's going to know the applications will be built, the institutions will be in. There's still be another altcoin project in 4 years, folks. Like, think about the timeline. Granted, 4 years in crypto is like probably like 8 to 12 years. Normal years, we all know that's 24/7. But in 4 years is actually, so will there be another altcoin? Will there be another crap coin that can attract the community and do something? I think yes, right? I don't see the frenzy and the mania going anywhere. And then think of this. What coins right now, right? There's some great $5 coins, some great $3 coins. You tell me in 4 years, if Bitcoin gets to 400, 500K, those coins aren't doing anything? Listen, if they have good projects, good teams behind, good developers, good communities, they should take off as well. Power of Nine said, I believe the only way to save the USD is to find the next scam, like the petrodollar, all oil trade in USD. Now, Bitcoin Reserve USD would save the dollar as a better asset. So that's what I think is going to happen. We're probably going to have some type of stable coin or blah, 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 whatever. Or so they say, stable coin, my air quotes. But essentially, they're going to figure out how to make some type of derivative so that the new virtual or digital dollar is supposed to be backed by a mix of Bitcoin and regular dollars and blah, blah, blah. Enough derivatives to make you get confused. But yes, I agree. They're definitely going to push something else down the pike. It won't be as simple as this. Let's see. What's that? I just saw somebody talking about unlicensed money transmitting business. Who's that? Oh, man, I was just talking to somebody else about that. This past weekend. Samurai wallet being seized. I did not talk about that one. I had to go back to that story. I didn't talk about that one. All right. Let's see. Yes, Satoshi Slim. So you got to start downloading the episodes so they're not lost forever. I'm pretty sure I already did a big backup. So the Cliff High one is probably saved already. But if not, I'll definitely figure out how to get it as well. All right. Last story, but definitely not least, just so you can be leery and on the lookout. We've talked about this recently and always on this channel to be aware of your surroundings, what's going on, because in this crypto space, there are some real gangster happenings. And you can see here, Arizona man allegedly posed as Uber driver to steal $300,000 in cryptos being reported. Scottsdale detectives and special agents from the U.S. Secret Service arrested a man on charges of theft, fraud, and money laundering in connection with the crypto heist. Ooh, a man posing as an Uber driver in Scottsdale, Arizona. Shout out to Scottsdale. I finally made it to Scottsdale a year or so ago. I see why everyone loves it. It's like LA light in the spring before it gets too hot or whatever. It's seriously like a LA light. I see why people love it. It's a great place. Did some spring training, got to see some baseball games. But they were reportedly arrested after allegedly stealing a combined $300,000 of crypto from two unsuspecting passengers. I thought they were trying to. They actually allegedly did it, according to a December 12th report from Fox 10 Phoenix. The Scottsdale Police Department alleged that Nuro Hussein lured victims waiting outside the man. He about to catch an L when it comes to American government justice system. I already know. Nuro Hussein. Oh, Arizona. Oh boy, you about to hang you upside down. But this person allegedly lured victims waiting outside the W Hotel in Scottsdale in March, and again in October by posing as the Uber they had ordered and addressing them by name. Once inside the car, police say Hussein asked to borrow the passenger's phone because his device was broken, held to the no. In the second case, Hussein offered to troubleshoot the Uber app after the passenger questioned why it was indicated the driver hadn't arrived yet. It alleged Hussein then used the passenger's phone to raid their Coinbase accounts with a phone-to-phone transfer of crypto and a phone transfer to cold storage. Court documents didn't say how much Hussein knew or how Hussein knew the names of the passengers. According to prosecutors, Hussein threatened one of the victims when they became suspicious and asked for their phone back, telling them to chill or something bad would happen. Hussein was arrested by Scottsdale detectives and special agents from the U.S. Secret Service. Hey, what I tell you? Hey, Nuro Hussein. Hey, you get more. You get more than just a friendly knock by the police officers. They put them feds on that boy. Listen, Nuro Hussein, you shouldn't be committing any crimes in America. Like, I'm not even being an asshole. If I were to go to what I would assume his name's country is coming from. I highly doubt my name will be okay there too if I just start committing crimes. They're like, who king? Like that's not who the fuck, who is this person? It don't sound like no Muhammad's to me. Like, so this is the same thing. This is crazy. Nuro Hussein's committing crimes in Arizona. And like I said, people, I don't even read these stories. That's how you gotta know I know what I'm talking about. Okay. I don't even read the stories. I look at the headlines. Oh man, them boys came from the U.S. Secret Service. Prosecutors successfully petitioned a judge for a $200,000 secure cash bond and electronic monitoring. If Hussein is able to pay the bond for his release, authorities say the investigation is ongoing. He's banned from using internet, overseas travel, and they said there's a risk of further evidence being destroyed or a defendant fleeing to Ethiopia, where he reportedly frequently travels. So, a couple things about this really quick. I have to go, so I'm gonna make this super quick. Uh, First of all, yeah, you need to make sure you know who's picking you up. Observe the car. You don't have to hop into it's no rush to hop into an Uber car. Short story. I think I said it here live before. I don't know. I've told a few people when I was in Dubai one time, somewhere I should have been, not supposed to be at the place I was at, whatever. But I was leaving the club real late. I thought I called an Uber. An Uber came and it was a guy in the car already, and it was plastic all in the back seat. And the girl I was with just hopped straight into the Uber. And I was telling her like to hold on because I saw the guy in the. I'm like, why is it two dudes up front in the Uber or whatever? But she already hopped in. So I kind of try to hop in with her to get her to come out. Our door closed. We're driving. She starts screaming like within 5 minutes, like telling them to let us out and stuff. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, they talking about taking you into the desert and like and leaving you and taking me or something. I'm like, wait, what? What's going on? It was plastic on the seats. I started turning up in the car. Hey, they didn't want no, they don't want that real American violence exported. They let us out the car in the middle of the desert. Luckily I was in the military. I was able to get some rides back to the base or whatever. All right. But that is real. So first of all, you have to be aware of your surroundings. Second thing is, if you are in crypto and you use your phone for crypto, that phone is your bank. I don't care, even if it's a small wallet where you just keep 50 bucks on or whatever, that is one of your banks. For me, I don't care what the situation is for people. I have heard it all. I never give anyone my phone, period. Like literally, like you have to be a super close friend, family or something. Nobody. I've been out so many times. Oh man, this is just a big emergency. No, you can tell me who to call. I can put it on speaker. No, there is no touching of my phone. You have to pry it from my cold fingers. Okay. So with that being said, make sure you look out when you get Ubers and ride shares who you're hopping in with, and never give anyone your phone if you're using crypto. There's literally no reason for them to have there's no reason for another adult to have your phone. Everyone has a phone right now. In fact, phones are so cheap. If a person needs a phone, like damn near whatever time of night it is, you could probably find a place to just go buy them a quick phone. Okay. They're not getting your phone. Smash that like and share. I will see you all tomorrow with some more news. Oh, and tonight, by the way,